guys! So today I thought I would use my Naked 3 palette, which is what I've been kind of featuring, and I thought I'd try out the matte shades. So I wanted to do kind of a retro neutral matte eye. So there's not a huge difference. I don't mind the matte colors, but I'm not sure I love them in a look together. But this is a very nice professional way of wearing them. And I think with other colors, I just think it'd be better if it was more dramatic. But that's strange that I'm going to use Limit, Limit, and Nooner. So to begin with, I prime my eyes with Urban Decay, Primer Potion, and Eden, which might be part of it too. The samples came with this palette, but it's a matte primer, so maybe because I use that, it's less of an obvious difference because it's almost like putting concealer on my eye and then putting a matte on top that's close to the concealer color. But I was thinking of using a shimmer underneath, but I felt like that might be cheating. I did that on my brow bone, so I didn't want to cheat anymore. So I'm just going to take my 213 from MAC with a little bit of water, and I'm picking up Limit, which is the medium color. And it's just a dusty pink. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Up into the crease. So just sweeping it across really broadly. Then I can take my MAC 226, which is kind of a shader brush, but I always use it in my crease. And I'm taking that darker color, Nooner, and just putting it in my crease in kind of a windshield wiper motion. I think if you have like oily lids though, it'd be good to use a paint pot or the Maybelline Color Tattoo. I didn't, only because the only shade I have that's matte of either is Color Tattoo's Tough Taupe, and it's just a little too dark of a color to use underneath, I felt like. Now I'm going to take my 224, which is just my blending brush. I'm going to blend out those two colors. So it does add a dimension that my lid didn't have previously. And I'm going to wait on the other color, which is Strange, the highlight color. And I'm going to go on to put a coat of mascara on. I already have one on. I also kind of built up Nooner in the outer corner, which I didn't do on this lid. I kind of forgot. But I wanted to add more depth to the outer lid. So I'm going to just use the same brush and pat it towards the corner. It doesn't add a huge difference, but it just gives my outer corner a little bit more of a darker depth. And I kind of go halfway. I always make such weird faces when I do this part. Anything with my eyes, because it's like natural to drop your jaw. I'm going to take my Maybelline Unstoppable in Espresso, just a regular liner. I use this on my brows usually. I'm just going to line my lower lash line, not on the waterline, just smudging it under my eyelashes. This helps define, since I'm not putting anything on my waterline. I usually do this step with some kind of eyeshadow, but there wasn't a very dark matte color. I think I would have liked if they'd have included a dark matte. So I'm just blending that kind of with my fingers. It smudges. If you've got a liner with like a smudgy brush. That works really well too, but this one doesn't come with that, so cleaning it up a little bit. And now I can go on to put my mascara on. So this is just L'Oreal's Lash Out in Butterfly. So it's got that funky brush again. I've been loving this, so it's been in most of my videos. Sorry about the background noise. There's remodeling going on and my parents are taking down a wall. So I'm sure it's noisy. Now I'm going to go on to my cheeks. And I'm using Pink Cult from MAC, which is just a really dusty neutral pink. And I wanted to keep kind of with the matte theme. I wanted the only thing to be highlight that had shimmer and shine. I always like this shade for when I have red cheek or red lips. So I'll use this for that, or another neutral blush. So anything that you have that isn't too standout neutral and isn't going to add more shimmer. Now I'm going to use my Benefit What's Up highlighter. What's up? And I'm just doing my cheekbones, my brow bone, base of my nose. I wanted my makeup, like my effects of my makeup, to be very matte except for like a glowy highlighter. And I'm going to take Amber Diamonds from Dior and just use that to blend that highlighter shade on my nose and my cheekbone, and my Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna take, this one always ends up in the middle somehow, on a 130 brush and blend that on my cheekbones and temples. And then, just to give my lashes a little bit longer time, I'm taking, this is just an e.l.f. concealer brush, but I haven't used it for concealer. So I'm going to use it as a lip brush because I'm using Revlon's Pink Pout, and I left it in my car, so it melted. And this is another matte shade, but I also have on baby lips in just the Quench Blue Tube Clear to keep my lips moisturized, but this is a matte color. So it might have sheen from my lip balm, but otherwise it's going to be fairly matte. And if you want it to be more matte and more defined, you either would skip the lip balm if your lips are fairly good condition, or use a lip liner underneath to help. Definitely takes longer to do it with a lip brush because I'm so used to just smearing it on. Even like bright lip colors, I do that. So, and that's just a matte pink lip. Now I can go back and curl my lashes. Again, I do middle and then at the base again. And I'm going to take L'Oreal Gel eyeliner in black. This is another just stand by a holy grail kind of product. So it's going to be in a lot of my videos. There it is. Now I'm going to take my liquid liner, which is Physicians Formula, and I'm going to use this to make kind of a really defined line. Ooh, looks a little uneven. Okay. And I'm going to line it from the beginning of my lid to the outer corner. I usually line super close to my lash line for a really natural definition. But the point of this is to be more retro, but I still did the wing, which I think is more licensed than retro. Creative license, I mean. Now I can take the Rocket Volume Express Mascara, and I of course am using this on my lower lashes. I feel like I need to update some of these things, like use different products or something, just because my mascara and highlighter and stuff like that, I've been switching up the highlighter, I guess, but my mascara I haven't really switched up very much because I know what works and I just end up using it. So now I just make sure that both of them are even, if you can see. This one. Yeah. For some reason it doesn't show up on camera very well. Kind of looks like an empty spot here and there, but it's not in person, so. And then the very last step is my highlighter. So I'm going to take that Strange, which is just the light color, which I actually use quite a lot because I found I don't mind a matte highlighter. So I'm taking that on my 224 and just blending it on my brow bone. So I do have the shimmer underneath, but I'm still topping it with a matte. Then I'm taking my 266, which is just an angled, I think they use this for liner usually, but I like it for putting highlighter in my inner corner. If I don't get any gel liner all over the place, that'd be good. Okay, so that just brightens up my inner corner. And this is the look done. So those are my eyes. Those are my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to use Urban Decay Deslick Makeup Setting Spray just because I want to make it as matte as possible everywhere but where I intended. Okay, and that's the finished look. So I'll probably do a look of the day and then that's it. I will see you guys later. Bye.